All right, so here you go. So I want all of you to open your chat box. First link is of syllabus link. You can check your syllabus over here. In case you have not enrolled yet, no need to worry. You can complete your payment process and you can join the course. We are always welcome to pick up the feedback. You just need to fill up this form and we'll receive it. You can know in detail about this particular course in all batch day link. And of course, if you have any queries, you can email us at support@trumpetsuccess.com or you can drop us a WhatsApp message on these two particular numbers. So with this, now I would like to invite your mentor at the platform, wherein I have introduced her already before. So I'm sure she'll be going to give you a glimpse about level 2 batches. So with this, over to you, Priyasha.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm so happy to see some of you back here and some of the new people here. So, yes, as ma'am has already told much about me, I'll keep it short by only mentioning what are the things which you would be doing in level 2 classes and also what is the difference between a level 1 and level 2 exam. The easiest which we all can think of is, of course, that the questions are difficult. Well, that's not the only thing, that's just a superficial level. I mean, people who are not very serious about this exam kind of say this that it's just hard. But someone who's a serious aspirant, let's say you all are serious people who are going to give the exam in reality. You know this pretty well that no new chapter is added in the syllabus. It's the same thing. In fact, cannot even say that it's just difficult. What we will understand in the classes is that what makes this question a level 2 question, what makes it so called difficult. So basically, as a question paper, involved in making questions, I can tell you this thing, that probably what we would understand is that what are the various layers added to a particular question which makes it question level 1 to question level 2. So in the classes we will not just be focusing on practicing questions around the level 2, but we will also additionally work out on the conceptual information. Let's say if we are doing something in the classroom and we figure out that someone is not able to understand something in a particular chapter, let's say, so then probably we'll look into this particular topic into a little bit of detail, brief them about it so that their concepts are refreshed, just kind of a revision. At the same time, as I said before, that we will be discussing this thing, that why do you think is this question a level 2 question? Because probably they added two parts to it. Like, instead of just asking you directly what is the area of this particular given figure, maybe they would give you the length and the breadth with respect to something else, so that you'll have to first use algebra to find out the length and the breadth, and then you will be using the formula of area and calculating the answer. These tiny bits of things are what we will be learning in these 20 sessions in the level 2 classes. And yes, of course, with a bit more fun around it as well. So we'll try to talk about that in detail when we start the demo. So let's get started with the demo first. If you have any questions or queries related to the batch, you have to ask this right now in the chat, okay? I and ma'am will be answering that quickly to you people. So before the demo, let's have a small tour. Pooja ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope now you have understood that what are level 2 batches exactly will be fruitful for you. Okay. So quickly dive into the presentation and then we'll move ahead for the dashboard tour where you'll be going to have an access of your content. Okay. Okay. So as you know, Olympus is a preparation platform. So wherein we offer School Plus program include different various subjects. So we have various number of classes with which we cover various Olympiads that called SESMO, SEMO, HKMO, TIMO, and so on. So you can meet our rank holders on the screen. They are kids like you only. So you can also be a rank holder, wherein you are here. Obviously, you must have cleared your level one, so that's why you will be preparing for level two. So that's called an inspiration. So what all you'll be going to get in classes. So this is very important for you. There'll be group sessions with around 20 students delivered through a Zoom platform by a wonderful tutors. Okay, so there'll be a session will be 3 days per week. Days will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Timing will be 8 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. with 5 minutes of break. Session will include topic-wise quick revision and discussion on previous year papers with level 2 questions. So level 2 questions, these are a little bit tricky, not difficult, but yes, a little bit tricky for you. Student will be going to get a reading field access on the dashboard, wherein I'll be going to show you soon. So these all are the relevant links. So I'll be pasting these links once again in the chat box, so you can copy paste it wherever it is, or you can check it later on. The fees for this course is 4,500 rupees. It will be 20 session course. Payment can be made by clicking on this particular link. So what all you need for the classes? Just a laptop or desktop with good internet connection, a good headphones for better audio clarity. So you need to spare every day 2 hours extra from your regular studies that you can be more productive and advanced for your Olympic exams. So live classes will be going to continue from Wednesday, that is December 17th. In 24-25, Olympiad success has students from more than 5,000 schools across India and abroad. So this is all about the presentation. So let me take you through our platform. So you need to enter olympiadsuccess.com. Okay. Over here, you will be going to enter your email ID. It's running a bit slow. Okay, so here we go. You'll be going to get your profile details, check it, and in case you find any error, you can update it here. So in live classes, you'll be going to get your material. Select your subject and of course topic. So as you know that level 2 will be going to cover up the syllabus which you have covered in level 1. Okay? So you'll be going to get your schedule. Okay. So let's start with the reading material. So here you can see your material and you can study it. So you can see there are so many sets. I opened just one for you. So here you go with the practice questions from that particular topic. These are exercises wherein you'll be going to cover once you're done with the chapter parallelly. So these are the questions. All right, so there are more practice worksheets that is in the section of worksheet only. So you can select your subject and you can practice it. Level 2 mock test reports. Click on take exam, read instructions, tick box and start worksheet. Let's say I'm filling up the random answers. So you need to solve your paper and then do it. Keep on moving it. Once you're done with all the questions, you can submit your worksheet. You can see the type of the questions and the difficulty level which you're going to get at the level 2. All right, so the moment you're done with the worksheet, you can check your performance. Click on performance button, select your subject, and here you can see we have attempted this today. Click on view, you can see according to the date wise. So one answer we have done, that is right. Okay. So this is how you can have access on the dashboard. I think that's pretty much about it. So let me get back to you. Are you okay with everything? Do you have any doubt, or shall we begin with the demo? If you want me to start with the demo, okay. Krishiv has doubt. Yes, Krishiv, you can type it in the chat box. Do you have doubt, or you're saying yes, we can begin with the demo? Is there a booklet? Which booklet you're talking about? I've unmuted. Okay, so I think what is this gym kit? Okay, we can continue with the demo. So with this, over to you, Priyashama.
Sure, I'll take this question. Yes, we will have a blue kit and a gim kit, but not in a demo, of course, in the classes. But starting up with the session now, as we proceed with the level 2, let's not just solve the question, but also look forward and kind of analyze again. I have already told this thing. What makes it a level 2 question? And secondly, is there a way how we can do this faster? Is there a way how we can estimate our answers when the questions are like this? So we'll be taking algebra today, okay, in the demo, and we'll be doing some bunch of questions. As it's a level 2, I'll not start with something called as what is algebra, because you possibly know this and that's why we are here in level 2. But then what we will try to figure out is whether we can find out the answer without actually sitting and solving each option or not. So let's try it. Okay, I'll wait for your answers in the chat box and then we'll discuss a small trick which can help anyone to get this answer faster. The first trick I have already told loud enough, and that is going to be estimation. See, Krishav has given us an answer. Welcome back, Krishav, by the way. And for others, get a quick hang of this. You are going to put the value of 2. This is called as substitution. Okay, if we technically talk of which subpart of algebra is this chapter or question from, then we'll say it's substitutions, where we have to substitute the value of x in the given expression and see in which of the following options the left hand side is equals to the right hand side. But why to get into so much of complexity when we can actually estimate our answers? Okay. And there's a very small funda, very small technique. This technique is called as go for the minimum. Go for the minimum. Now, what does that mean? Go for the minimum. Can you see which one of the following out of the 4 is the smallest equation visible to all of you? A, B, C, D, Somil, Devaria. Can you guys please type it in the chat box? Yes, Krishav is already typing that. Others, would you agree with me that option C looks the smallest? Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you, Somil and Devaria. Right. And that's where it becomes easier for any candidate, not just you people, but also as a teacher for me to look and figure out if that makes sense. So if you have to at all take a decision on which option to start with, go with the minimum, go with the smallest possible. Okay, these tips and tricks would not be shared by teachers because teachers want everyone to work hard. But in level 2, we'll work smart. Okay, so 3 into 2 plus 9 we know is equals to 15. So no extra work. We'll not check any other option. Okay. Everyone is okay with this? No doubts? Let's try another question on algebra only. Now, do you remember last time what did I tell you? That well, there are layers added to level 2 questions. Layers. And here you see it's more of a ratio question than of an algebra question. Look at it. More of a ratio question than of an algebra question. We can either do it with algebra or do it with the normal rule of ratios. Whatever you find is easier for you to go with. I'll tell you both the methods. First, you guys try it. And in these type of questions, the question paper setter tries to play with your mind by doing what? By giving the question stem a little different. Like all of you, I'm not sure if you have read the full question yet or observed this thing that they are talking about the girls and the ratio they have given is boys is to girls. So technically boys are coming first in the first part of the question, but ultimately the final answer is not going to be the number of boys, but the number of girls. So when you finalize the answer, you should finalize the answer as the number of girls. Don't confuse with the number of boys or the total number of people, anything like that. Let's see whose calculation goes good here. I'm waiting for the answers in the chat. Come on, come on. I'll wait for you people because I know you guys can do it. You're almost there. I don't want to spoil it by just giving out the answer directly. See, I have got one answer. Others, try it, try it. Well, we have two answers now. One from Devaria, one from Somil. Okay, what about Krishav? So in this question, we see the total is given to us. So what would you like to do? Let's do justice to the chapter we started with. So let's start with algebra. Technically, if you go and solve this question in your school, like writing all the steps, then you're expected to go by the algebra method only, where you take x as your multiplying factor and then say that the number of boys is 13x and the number of girls is 11x, such that the total number of people in the class would be 504. Now, if I add 13 plus 11, I get 24x, and that should be equals to 504. That gives me my multiplying factor as, is it 21, everyone? Is it 21? Did you also get 21? Yes, thumbs up. So that means my multiplying factor is 21. That means whatever I had would be multiplied with 21. So as we discussed, we need the number of girls. So we need 11 times x. That is 11 times 21. And that ends with a 1. These two options are already out. But see, since option A and option D are very close, like 3 and 4, we should do the calculation. And if we do the calculation, what do we get? A, that is 231. So that's how we end up getting our answer as option A. That's the algebra method and also the method which is preferred by schools because you have to write all these steps. In the Olympiads, what you can do is you can also go by a diagrammatic method, which is boys, girls, total. So imagine having only 13 boys in the class, only 11 girls in the class, and total 24 people in the class. But this time in the question, they have increased 24 to 504. That means we automatically find out that what should be multiplied with 24 to get 504? 21. And the same number gets multiplied here and we get our answer as 231. Again, faster, same method, but your choice. Okay, this is what we'll discuss in the classroom. In the classroom, since I'm not able to allow you to unmute today because of the demo, sorry for that. But in the classroom, you guys can discuss about the different ways how you did the question so that you get to learn about newer ways and also see which one suits you better. Now, if the last question was a delight, this one would also be easy for you people because it's also working on the principles of ratio. But mark it also takes into account geometry. So this is algebra plus ratios plus geometry. Three layer question. Welcome to level 2. It's not hard. It's just layered. It's like, one gift wrap, then after that, another gift wrap, then gift wrap, and then finally your marks. Onion question. Yes, you can call that. That's so true. Okay, guys, we need to know how do we find out the perimeter of any triangle and then use this principle. Come on, you can do it. It's fast. It's easy. You guys try it. I give you 1 minute and then I start. Oh, good. I've started getting the answers already. Wow, cool. Oh, two answers as well. Very nice. Somil, Devarya, and Krishev all answers up. Okay, fine. So then in that case, we all can just go with the flow. I mean, just confirm the answer. 2x plus 3x plus 4x makes 9x, and 9x is equals to 54, making my multiplying factor as 54 by 9. That is equals to 6. And the largest side will be the largest ratio, that is 4 times 6, 24. Any questions, any doubts? Nope. All of you gave me the right answer here, so I don't think you have any. Let's go with algebraic expressions. Something which is a kind of pain in the neck for someone, but don't worry. As I said, we will figure it out using options. If options are given to you, you should treat them as your friend. How do we treat them as our friend? By using only few parts and getting the answer. By the way, before you take this decision, whenever there's a subtraction decision, the subtraction question, it's important to decide which one will come at the top, my minute end, and which one will come at the bottom. That's my subtrahend. Because if you change that, your answer would completely change. Okay. So read, I always do this. Okay. That's my way. Which of the following should be subtracted from 10 to get 3? I replace the given expressions with numbers so that I know which one is my bigger number and which one is my smaller number. So now I know that 8x will be at the top and 5x will be at the bottom. Let's go. You guys do it. Okay, one answer. Only one answer. Waiting for more? Come on, guys, give it a try. Okay, one more answer. I think we can get started. We have Krishiv's answer and Devarya's answer. So we would go with only the terms which are helpful to us. Like 8x minus 5x is going to give me a 3x. So this is out, this is out. Correct? Okay. I'm not solving the full thing. I'm not solving the full thing. I'm repeating, I'm not solving it. Then we have 2y, okay, and minus 6y. Why minus? Because we changed the sign, right? So that ends up with a minus 4y, which makes A as the answer, not C. Okay, let me check back the chat again. Are you people sure? Well, that's where someone puffled up a little, but no worries. That's the reason you're here in the class, so we can fix it together. So whenever we are, okay, if you want to see the natural method or the normal method, let's see a normal method first, then the shortcut, okay? The normal method is you write the full number here, then you write the other number here, and then whatever is your subtrahend, the my number which is at the bottom, they will change their sign. So plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, okay? And now we have 8 minus 5, 3x. 2 minus 6 minus 4y and plus minus 15 plus 5 minus 10. That's how we end up getting our answer as option A. Any questions? Any doubts? Looks like someone did a similar mistake. One after the other. Well, what about minus 15? I just did it right now, Krishiv. You saw it? Yeah. Okay. Done. So always remember that be careful with the signs. The number which comes at the bottom certainly changes its sign. Okay. All right. We'll have one more on this then. This one is technically easier. Again, this is substitution. And what are they trying to do? What is the onion type here? The onion type is not just algebra, but they have included decimals with it. So two-layered question, decimals and algebra. And of course, BODMAS as well. Welcome to BODMAS as well, because you have to follow the brackets, then do the multiplication, and then do the subtraction. If you don't follow the order, again, you will get a different answer. So 3 layers to this question. Let's try. No, it looks hectic. It looks like how much of work is this? But guys, let's do it. Come on, we all can do it. I'll wait for the right answer. I know you guys can do it. I'm confident. It might take a little more time, but you would surely do it. Hmm. Okay, one answer. That's nice. Two answers. Okay. What about the third person here? Okay. Well, all of you guys are right. Okay. Option A is the right answer. So it's 56 minus 3 multiplied with 4.2 plus 5.1. Okay, what I'll do, I'll tell you. I'll just approximate my answer. So it's 5 and 4, 9. And this is 9.3. So it's 3 into 9.3 subtracted from 56. 9 times 3 is approximately 27. So it's 0.3. So basically 27 point something or 28 maybe. So if I just subtract maybe let's say 28 because I took a 0.3 extra. So this ends up giving me a 28 in return. And that's only one option here, closest to it. I approximated my answer because I'm a lazy person, right? So lazy people approximate better. Let's go next. Now, this one is to test whether you understood the last question number 4's explanation or not. So if you understood it pretty well, you'll be able to do it. Do it nicely and don't miss out on opening the bracket. Question number 6 requires you to open the brackets and then simplify it. So please open the brackets and then work it out. Again, people don't look happy because, of course, that's a work. But that's just preparing you up for your exams. And as Krishiv has mentioned earlier, the people, I guess all of you are aware of Gimkit and Bluekits, right? So we will be having that in the classes where we'll have some quick quizzes as well in that. But yes, not in the demo. I guess we are ready? No? Okay. 30 seconds more. Oh, we have an answer. This time we have the first answer from Devashri. Oh, sorry, Devarya. Okay, what about others? Check, guys, what if it really works out and we can really find out the answer real fast? Okay, we have another answer. This one is from Krishiv with a different answer though. So yes, now we have some interesting things to do. Now we'll have to see who has given us the right answer. What about you, Somil? Should I start? Okay, fine. Let's go then. Let's get started. So over here, we all see that we have to subtract 5 from 10. So 10 will come at the top and 5 will come at the bottom. Meaning I'll open the brackets. 4y minus 3 times 2 is 6. X times y is xy. And minus 2 times 3 is again 6, negative 6, and x stays. So this is my expression number 1, which stays at the top. And expression number 2 is minus 8x. Always remember that you write the like terms. Like terms means the terms which have the same alphabet with it, variable with it. Like terms together. So if you're writing a minus 8x, please write it over here only, right below x. Okay. Plus 7y. So you will write a 7y here only. And then it is 3x and 3y. So what does it look like? It looks like 3 times 3 plus 9xy. But remember everyone, there is a catch here. The catch is the 3x getting multiplied to minus x minus 2 also. That means it leaves me with a plus 6x or a minus 6x. Minus 6x. Now minus 6x and minus 8x will together give me a minus 14x. So that's one swift correction which you people should do. Now let's do the solving. So when we are subtracting, we change the sign of the expression at the bottom. So plus becomes minus, minus, and here's another plus. So minus 7 plus 4, what do we get? Minus 7 plus 4, we get minus 3y. Option out, all of them stay. Now, actually, if I just solve the x, I get my answer because all these options have different x. So plus 14 and minus 6 is plus 8x. And that gives me the answer as option B, simply, without even solving any other thing. But if you really want to check, you can check minus 9 and minus 6 is a minus 15xy. Is that okay, everyone? Option B is clear. Krishiv clear. Somil clear. Devarya, very good. Okay, then. In that case, we see where we need to focus more on. Okay, this time this is an equation question for all of you. So let's do equations together. When the number is not given, can we take it as x? Let's take it as d because the last question was correctly answered by Devarya. So let's take the number as d. Now 12 less than d, that means d minus 12 is equals to 1/5, 1 by 5. Can we now solve the value of d? Let's go. Okay. Also something called as transformation. That means when you change or shift the number from the left side of the equation to the right side, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiplication becomes division, and division becomes multiplication. So if I'm shifting the minus 12 to the other side, then D would become 1 by 5 plus 12. 12 is a whole number. That means the denominator is 1. Can we add them together just like that? No. Yes. Because if you just add them like that, it will be 12 1 by 5. Okay. And as you see, there is only one option with the whole number 12. You need not even calculate it, do 61 by 5, then divide it and again get 12.2. It's basically 1 by 5, which is equals to 0.2 in decimals. How do we do that? 1 by 5 can be written as an equivalent fraction where I can multiply it with a 2, multiply it with a 2 and make it 2 by 10. And 2 by 10 is 0.2. You can do that simply like it. Simple, right? Yeah, also without even solving this, there's only one option which has 12 in the whole numbers. So we are sorted. Any doubts, anyone? Any questions? No? Did you all understand it? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, thank you. Devaria, I can't see you though. So can you just put a thumbs up as an emoji at least? Question number 8, similar category. By the way, I don't think something is wrong with your camera, Devaria. Pooja ma'am agreed to your thingies. I will not agree. That's basically a camera shutter which you've added. You just need to remove that camera shutter or cover, okay? That works better. This one is camera off. This one is where I can figure it out. I've been teaching for like 6, 7 years now. Okay, years now, and I can figure that out. Oh, see you. Think of a number, add 3 to it, and then multiply the sum by 7. The result is 1/3 of 63. Let's go. Think of a number. This time we'll give the number to Krishiv. Let's say number is Krishiv this time. So Krishiv, you have the number K. Add 3 to it. So let's follow step by step, right? We are very obedient people. We'll just follow the steps which is given to us in the question. K plus 3. Then multiply sum by 7. So when we say multiply the sum, that means we are treating them as a whole, like together, as a family. We are treating them together, and that's where we understand that we need to put a bracket. So this entire sum will together be multiplied with 7. So that's how your thingy will look like. Okay? Family. And then the result is 1/3 of 63. You see this? I told you at the beginning of the class, if you have observed it, I told you that instead of telling you things directly, like in the geometry question, instead of directly giving you the length and the breadth and asking you to find out the area, they would rather ask you to relate the length and the breadth somehow using algebra. Correct? Oh, some artist has come to our session. Welcome to the art class, Sarayu. But by the way, if you are not aware, we are in math class. So we'll see your artistry in some other session. Right now, we'll see your math. So answer in the chat box if you know the correct answer. 1/3 of 63. Basically, they could have simply told you that 7 times x plus 3 is equals to 21. Find x. Or here in this case, k. But no, they'll add one step. Just extra time. I mean, seriously, sometimes I feel like, why? But as a student, I can cry why. As a teacher, I cannot cry why. So, therefore, we have to solve it to find out the answer. And now we will do the full work. So, everyone, come on, work it out. Okay, again, one more thing, just that you people know, I have seen many people opening the bracket and then doing the work. Like you would go with 7k plus 21 is equals to 21. But I don't think you should do this because this 7 was already multiplied at the end, right? Why do we need to open it? Just directly shift it. No, this was 7 times x plus 3. So if I shift 7 to this side, what will happen? We will be left with k plus 3 equals to 21 divided by 7. That is nothing but 3 itself. Now, what added to 3 gives you a 3? 0, which we should not get in our test. But 0 is a very important number in math. So therefore, we get the answer as 0. Is that okay, everyone? Everyone was able to solve it? Yes? Okay, thumbs up coming from a couple of people. Okay, then let's go to question number 9. You have to solve this. This is called as simplification. This checks your skill of how well thoughted you are. When you will see some people who are generally in a lot of hurry, they end up losing marks in this chapter, in this topic, because they will just solve a bit of it and they'll forget to add, they'll forget to multiply, they'll forget to subtract, and ending up in a wrong answer. So what you guys will do is prove that you people have a lot of patience and you people pay attention to detail. So solve it properly and let me know the answer in the chat box. Come on. 4 times x square minus 4 times 2xy plus 4 times y square. Okay, I have a quick catch for you people. Not a single alphabet, if you see, is different. Huh? It's either 7x, 7xy. No xy. Oh, lovely. Look at option B. Guys, look at option B. What do you think about option B? There's no XY in option B at all. And we need to have one XY in the answer for sure. Like, I don't think XY is getting cancelled. And I don't think we'll ever get a just Y in any of the options. So option B is already out without even solving. Without even solving. Now look, y square, 3y square, 3y square. X square, 2x square, 7xy, 7xy minus 7xy. Someone has literally added a lot of brain in making these options. Huh? We have to at least solve two parts to get the answer. We cannot solve it by one part. So, okay, let's get to work now. 4x square, 4 times 2 minus 8xy, 4 times y plus 4y square minus 3x square minus minus plus. Remember that the minus changes the sign, okay? So minus minus plus xy and minus y square. Let's work it out. Let's make groups. Group of x square and x square leaves you with just an x square. Option D out. Now only finding out whether what is y square or what is xy will give me the answer. So minus 8xy and plus xy is minus 7xy. We have our answer with us, option C. And in case you want to confirm, 4y minus 1 plus 3y square. Any questions, any doubts, anyone? Please let me know in the chat. The question makers wanted to go home fast while a long question to their boss. Yeah, to give that. Sarayu, I don't see your answers in the chat box. Please do answer in the chat as well. Okay, fine, guys. The second last question of the day on your screen. A word problem on algebra. Age is a very commonly asked question in the Olympiads. I mean, super common. Very, very common. Guys, try it. I'll have some water meanwhile. Kairav's present age is 1/3 of his mother's age. If the mother's age was 5 times his age 4 years ago, what is the present age of Kairav? You have two options to go with. Either you go with the options given and find out the answer, which one suits well, if you can't frame an equation. And otherwise, you can frame an equation and do full justice to algebra, because algebra will be crying in the corner if you don't use it, right? After all, this demo was all about algebra. Kairav's present age is X. Or wait, why would we take Kairav's present age as X? We can take it 1/3 of X is not what we have to do. We have to do third of x. But why to do so much substitution? What if you guys go crazy and you're like, I ma'am, I don't understand anything. And this last moment, I will not explain. So that's why let's take it simple. Mother's present age is x. So that Kairav is 1 by 3 of x. Okay. Now, 5, what happened 4 years ago? Now you make your own equations. 4 years ago, Kairav will automatically be 1 by 3x minus 4 and mother will automatically be x minus 4. And the relationship given is that the mother is 5 times as much as Kairav. So I can say that x minus 4 is equals to 5 multiplied with 1 by 3x minus 4. Is that okay? Shall we open the bracket? X minus 4 is equals to 5 by 3x and 5 times 4 is minus 20. So what do we do in this case? Shifting, shifting. Let's do shifting, shifting. Minus 20 goes to this side, becomes plus. Plus 1x goes to this side, becomes minus. So now we have 5 by 3x minus x is equals to 20 minus 4. Tell me guys, what do we get? 5 by 3 minus 1. You all are aware of fractions? Yes, what do we get? 5 by 3 minus 1 by 1 is basically into 3 into 3. 2 by 3, very good. 5 parts, very good. All of you okay with this? 2 by 3x? Yes. So that means 2 by 3 of x is equals to 16. So x is equals to 16 into 3 by 2. I shifted the fraction to the other side. 2, 8, cancel, 8, 4, 24. Now the moment I know that the mother is 24 years old, Kairav is 1/3. So Kairav will be 1/3 of 24, which is 8 years old. That's how you can find out the answer algebraically. Look at my screen. It has so much of work in it. You tell me, you guys understood or not? Otherwise, you could have just taken the options and taken if Kairav is 8 years old, then the mother is 24 because Kairav is 1/3. And 4 years back, the mother was 20 and Kairav was 4, which is exactly 5 times. So that's how you can finalize your answer using options as well. Yes, no, maybe? Thank you for your answers in the chat. Now, one very important last question, everyone. The last question is, how was the class? This is going to be the question always, huh? So practice new answers in the live classes as well. So I'll be meeting you people next week onwards. And if you have any queries or questions related to the batch or timings or anything like that, you can message Olympiad Success or the links which were shared in the beginning of the class. You can go back to that as well. Okay. So, all right, with this, I'll take your leave, everyone. See you soon in the live classes. Till then, take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.